So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Duke. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He'll run it again. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Blue Devils offense will get the ball for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Trying to get to it. With the catch, it's Paul. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Blue Devils will punt it away on fourth down. They'll tell you this, somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on to get.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He wants to take the top off. He's got it on the right. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence.
Going up top on first down.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. On the run, it's Kramer. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll run the screen. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here come the Irish back on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I gotta protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. Oh, spins away. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And now on second down for this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw for it. He caught it. Ripping through the defense.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today. This one from 34 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. He lets one fly deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing.
Going to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And he could not get loose on the run.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabs it inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He makes the connection.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. The offense set for a 1st down play. He wants to throw. Going for the big play. And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better off.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow, the confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Well, they tried to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal.
Black 24. Black 24.
They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Hands it off. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On second down, he'll let it fly. It's caught downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here come the Irish, back on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no...
Going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football, put a nice drive together.
He's going for a big play downfield. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Paul. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal.
Looking for a huge play. And it's picked off for the third time today. Taking it the other way. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming, every angle, everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Catch in the middle, it's Coffee. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw it to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
This time it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Give to the single back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical in the attack.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Getting some heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Good job in coverage defending their own end zone there because you're trying to compress these windows and make it tough for the quarterback, and they were able to tip that one up in the air, and obviously it falls incomplete.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Kramer. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Fleming. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. And the Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Kramer. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a...
Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Now on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's not afraid to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw.
And he hauls it in inside the 30. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards back. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. He makes the catch.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling. Touchdown, Irish! And the route is on. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
It's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Looking to move it through the air. That's reeled in. It's Paul. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
Check. Unlock.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Right back to the well. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
The snap sets up the throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Duke!
They decided to go for it on 4th down, and that was not easy, man. These windows open and close so quickly when you're throwing into the end zone, but really nice timing by the quarterback, and because of that, on 4th down, it's a touchdown.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the...
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Louisiana was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Lafayette. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Fleming. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire play.
It just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Here come the Irish, back on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away, looking to take a shot. And he's done it inside the 15-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And he's brought down after the pick, but not before. In business. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. They'll start this drive with a pass. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
Looking deep. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it. Touchdown, Irish. And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To the air. It's late. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had
a shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. First down here for the offense.
29 Philly.
He wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on.